there was a moment. Do you remember when he got fired from Everyday Struggle?
Yeah.
What was the atmosphere? Do you remember the atmosphere then?
Vaguely, I remember. And again, that's interesting because we only got his side of the story. Mm-hmm. But I vaguely remember he came in and was like, you know, we started talking about it on the show, like, you know, they wouldn't let the creators create, and you know, they won't let me smoke in the bathroom, and it was just a whole bunch, and I was just like, okay, whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? That wasn't my business.
And you know, me not understanding the information, and I want the young creators and everybody watching this, if you know my brand, if you're here and you don't know my brand, we about information, right? We're about elevation. Anything we speak about, we extracting experience from things that we can explain so people can evolve. Mm-hmm. That's all this is about, right? But with the Everyday Struggle situation, y'all gave him a blanket. He needed y'all more than he can explain in that moment. At that point, he had just had a baby. He had just had this situation where he thought he was getting further in the building, and then all of a sudden he thought he had leverage. Mm-hmm. And that's something that happens with him for some reason. He misplaces where he think his leverage is. Not that he doesn't have leverage. There's just something happening with his idea of leverage. When he goes to try to utilize what he think his leverage is, there's something happening, right? And so with Complex, they let him go. You know, whatever, in receipt of your email, because I've been looking at some of the shit knowing that we were going to sit down. And when he came and sat down with y'all, that was home. He still had that.
Yeah.
And I continue to let people know that it's hard to do a podcast by yourself. It's damn near impossible. And if it was possible, I think that he would have done it by himself by now. He had y'all to lean on in that moment, and in my opinion, I wanted y'all know how important y'all were to him in that moment. For him to be able to land right there with his two homeboys, comfortable, where he has conversations week after week after week, and be able to talk to the fans and create the narrative that he was able to create.
I mean, we thought we were pretty important, but now you listen to the things that he says now about us, we weren't that important. So, you know, I mean, again, man, you know, we just try to play our part, and as far as being friends in that moment, like, you know, it started, the whole podcasting thing for us, again, it started as therapy. It was therapeutic for us to get together once and twice a week and just kick it and talk about shit. You know, but when money comes into play, man, it changes, you know, so many things. It's amazing how many things and emotions just change and sway because money is on the table now. But for me, it didn't. You know, right. Obviously, I didn't care about money. It was all about just the principles and integrity. And, you know, people see, oh, if it wasn't about the money, then why y'all keep asking to see the accountant? And it's like, because we trying to just show, like, fam, we know we were being stolen from.
Yeah.
And this is why we chose to say, yo, just show the accountant. Let's make it correct and move forward.
Right.
But
I want people to understand that if Joe was to sue, he would expose what needs to be, like, that will force a discovery, which the accountant would have to come into play.
Oh yeah, I mean he can't sue. He can't sue us.